A very warm welcome to all of you. Today's session, we would be talking about the UPSC Prelims 2023 with less than 1.5 months left for you. What is the right strategy to prepare? And a common query by a lot of students, we are working, we were busy with our job, we had some family commitments. So, are we too late to prepare for UPSC? Now, this is a really interesting question and an important question as well, because one thing you need to keep in mind is the limited number of attempts. Now, since you have limited number of attempts, you cannot just go and appear for UPSC blindly, try this attempt. No, that's one recommendation. The second recommendation is UPSC is a long process, at least 1 year at your commitment, which is minimum. So you would have your prelims, mains and interview. The whole process would take around 1 year. So make sure if you have good preparation for your prelims, not only prelims but mains as well, then only plan to appear. You can raise any question or doubt in the meanwhile as we proceed, right? The another important thing that you need to keep in mind is, if you have been preparing throughout the year or during the past days, and now you feel that I'm not very satisfied with my preparation, then don't have that negative thought in mind. Prepare well and keep preparing. The other case is, if you haven't prepared over the years and now you all of the sudden feel that yes, 2 months in hand, I'll do all what I want and prepare for UPSC, crack this exam, then I would recommend this is not a fair way of appearing for the examination, because you won't be doing justice with yourself. Even if you qualify your prelims, you would be facing problem during your mains. So don't put yourself in such a trouble situation. But if you have prepared well over the past years, but in some case or the other you are losing confidence on yourself, then be positive, stay positive. Very important, very essential. A lot of students, because of the expanse of the syllabus, do sometimes feel nervous, anxious, unable to cope up with the existing scenario and feel that they won't be able to appear for the examination. So make sure that this does not happen and you are preparing well with your exam. So that is one important recommendation. Now, during the last moment, what could be the important tips to keep in mind? One is, we would be releasing a series of expected important topics. So those would be just quick summary and glimpse of the important topics. Definitely dive deeper into it and cover those topics carefully, because those topics are extremely important this time. I have been repeating it over the last lectures as well. I repeat those again. Tribal development, tribal literature, anything related to tribes and their development, the regions where they were, the major tribal movements, the leaders, the revolutions are important. The second important thing is developments in the field of science and technology, quantum entanglement, nuclear fusion, successful reaction, Lego, Wi-Fi 6G. Recently we have taken a class yesterday, so again an important topic. Then from art and culture perspective, GI tags, again a very important topic. So those are some of the topics. I'll come back. Suranshu has a question. I have completed preparing the syllabus in 6 months and currently I am revising, but still I am confused for the attempt because I am not much more no facts of the current affairs. Okay, Suryanshu, that's what exactly my point was. So my point was to raise the query that sometimes students feel nervous, anxious, even while they have been preparing well over the past years. Now, since your only weak point at this point, Suryanshu, is current affairs, I would recommend few quick tips. One is refer Wikaspedia. Second is refer important topics of Investopedia. The third is Yojana Kurukshetra Down to Earth. If you don't have time to go through, just have a quick recap over the videos that we have covered or the handouts for those which are available on the Examrace current affairs. So we have uploaded those as handouts as well, the summary for those. Cover those. Besides that, science and technology, extremely important for this time. Developments in space, privatization of space, extremely important topic, anything, everything related to it. And then defense, make in India, and developments related to make in India, for example Prachand, extremely important. Okay, you have Arnala, again a very important INS vessel, replacing Abhay. So those are some of the pick point things that I have pointed out. But yes, moreover, Wi-Fi 6G, 6E, so Wi-Fi 6E, again an important topic. These are some of the quick topics that I am trying to mention here, but there are lot many, of course, but these are the topics that you can cover through your quick revision. PIB is again a good source, but last 2 years we have seen not a lot of questions coming from PIB, a lot of questions coming from science tech, geographical boundaries. So go through the places where you had recent events. For example, Mount Merapi, recent eruption in Indonesia. Then you have the Turkey earthquake at Gaziantep. Similarly, the Afghanistan one near Zurm village. So those are some of the important locations. Now have an atlas ready. Look out to the nearby locations. A definite question related to the regions of West Asia, Middle East. These would be the topics: which country border which of these, what are the common lakes, which lakes border the region, what are the landlocked countries. So things like that could be directly answered if you have a good visualization of the map. Just one page of that map of West Asia, one page of that map of East Asia would suffice you with one answer in your UPSC. There is another question from Salman. मैम मैं कल से आपकी वीडियो देखने लगा हूँ, अभी जितनी भी प्लेलिस्ट है उन सबको वॉच करूँगा. ओके, डेफिनेटली यू कैन गो अहेड. इफ यू हैव स्टार्टेड राइट नाउ Salman, I would recommend cover the NCERTs first. So we have covered NCERTs 6 to 12th. For 12th, most of the subjects are done. History part of it is remaining. Most of the economics, geography are completed till class 12. So cover those NCERTs in the first round. If you have time, only if you have time, cover ICSE as well. We have covered the important topics of ICSE for class 6, 7th, 8th, 9th. So make sure you are able to cover only if you have time. If you are appearing for 2023, you can leave those topics. For those who are aspiring for 2024, can cover those topics. Another important thing is, once you are done with the videos on NCERT, we have a complete series on GC Leong on YouTube itself, all the 25 chapters for geography. Those are extremely essential for your prelims preparation, not for your mains but for your prelims. Cover those GC Leong series definitely. And then we have another playlist which is expected 2023 UPSC topics. Cover that playlist. That's not only for you, Salman, but for all others who are preparing for 2023. And we would be having a series of upcoming expected videos in that sequence. So that would be further beneficial for your preparation. I hope that makes my point clear. There is another question. Do we need to purchase NCERT videos if we have the books, if we have your videos? I don't think that's required. So the lecture handouts are also available on Examrace website itself, so you can just refer that. You can take down your notes as you move through, and also NCERT books are available on their official website in the electronic format. So in case you want to refer some of the chapters, you can do so. Another important thing is, most of the videos that we have covered are based on old NCERT syllabus. I would definitely recommend follow the old NCERT syllabus, because the new NCERT syllabus has been reduced and that won't suffice for your UPSC preparation. So extremely reduced in the recent years. Don't go by that. Follow the old NCERTs. Only the new things which have been added would automatically be part of your current affairs updates. So that would be automatically balanced as you work with your current affairs, right? NCERTs do provide a foundation, but just following the NCERTs, you cannot solve your prelims paper. Also have that in mind for sure, because NCERTs would provide you a good foundation based on which you can have good answers answer writing skills, good reasoning skills, but that alone won't suffice. You would have to read on top of it. Down to earth, I would recommend, is extremely important. Last time also we saw at least 6 to 10 questions from down to earth directly. So down to earth is a fortnightly magazine, comes every 15 days. We have been covering the summary of it. You can also check out the playlist on the Examrace channel itself. There is a playlist on down to earth summary, so refer the important topics from it. Again, extremely important. I hope my points came clear here. In case you have any questions, any queries, any one of you who are looking for one-on-one personal mentorship can request a call back, and definitely we can have a conversation regarding it. But by and large, if you have been preparing over the years, little or more, don't lose confidence close to the examination. But in case you haven't prepared at all, then if you think that I'll do that in just 1 month, that then definitely I would recommend study well and then appear for the examination, because just appearing for it and getting a negative response would demotivate you. So it's better to prepare well and then appear in that circumstances. Abhishek is feeling that that's the last attempt, so it is more difficult, but don't take it as a last attempt. Take it as a new stage of life or a new beginning of life. Don't think right now, but yes, after your UPSC is done, keep other avenues open as well, because this is not the only thing in life that you want to achieve. That's one of the things in life that you want to achieve, right? So keep your options open, avenues open for your career building and career enhancement, and don't feel or don't have negativity close to your exam. That's the most important message I would like to convey here. There is another question. Can you tell me that my English is poor and I want to learn English, prepare in English? One good idea is, rather than going through various lectures, how to speak well, how to read well, how to improve your English, it's a good idea you watch the videos that we have covered on NCRT. Those are exclusively in English. So once you go through that, watch those videos, you would automatically have a good flow of understanding English. Once you have a flow of understanding English, you can simultaneously try to get some sentences and speak by yourself, and you would also be able to converse well in English. It's a good idea to have your subject in English rather than studying English separately, because since you are preparing for UPSC, you don't have that much time that you devote extra 1 or 2 hours for English preparation. So it's good idea to just watch some of the videos in English that we have covered, and that would give you a proper flow. There is another question: low marks in the test series, I lose confidence. Now, test series, I don't know where you are appearing for, whatever you are doing, but one very important message: over the past few years, we have seen UPSC paper is highly unpredictable. Any test series you join would not lead to a kind of paper that is asked in UPSC. Very, very dynamic pattern. I could say over the last 8 years, we have been discussing those over the channel itself. And one of the personal things that I have gone through is some of the years there were numerous questions from Yojana Kurukshetra that vanished off. Then you had numerous questions from Down to Earth that again vanished off. There were numerous questions from Science and Tech. In the last segment, there were numerous questions relating to defense and developments in science. But there has been a change in the pattern every time. The pattern is getting more applicative, more conceptual, and those tests merely should not be a deciding factor for you, right? But one thing you can take away is identify, based on the current happenings, based on the recent events, identify some important areas. For example, in economy, one of the very important questions I would recommend this time is related to inflation, loans by countries, global banking problems. Then we have the IMF, the role of IMF, the role of WTO, extremely important this time. So there are some pick point topics that are for sure to be asked for this prelims as well. Okay, so make sure you cover those, whatever you are studying, whatever you are doing. have a quick insight over those topics and cover those carefully. I hope that was clear. We would be coming live again shortly in few weeks, so don't worry. In case you have any questions meanwhile, feel free to drop those in the comment section or email me personally. I'll be more than happy to respond to it. Wish you very good luck. Have a wonderful evening ahead.